Look, if we do this fast, it won't take long. Let's just try to make this a short one. How deep can we get into this conference? No.
Yeah.
Let's just try.
Let's try.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction here at 3 Shades of Whatever. We got a good one today, guys. Chad Ocho Cinco. Mr. Ocho Cinco. The Bengal himself. He was a Bengal, right?
He was a Cincinnati Bengal, sir. He was also...
That's right. That's what I thought.
He was also a New England Patriot, I believe, towards...
Yeah, but that don't count. He was I remember him as a Bengal. I don't know why I had to question that, but it's
maybe
been a
he
minute.
tried out for the Dolphins? I forget, but anyway.
Regardless, he was on Stephen A. Smith very recently and gave away a good little bit of information about himself that you don't hear many guys talk about this angle of it, which I give him credit for. But let's just get
it turns out he's nor Ocho nor Cinco.
1, 2, y 3.
Let's see what Mr. Ocho Cinco has to say.
No, because I mean, you're all about pleasing your woman, right? You're always about making
Well,
her
actually,
happy, right?
I was focused.
You was focused at the time.
Back then,
so you
during
were
that
sleeping
time.
alone?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
was
use in bed
sleeping
alone after putting your feet in urine?
It might have been 2 or 3 women at that time. Yeah. You know, we got to think back then. I was doing amateur too as a side hustle.
Oh my God!
You know that?
Oh my God!
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, while I was playing.
And even if I did know it, I wouldn't tell on you like that. I wouldn't want to do it. This Mr. about to be married.
I know, but I have a past.
I
we all have a past.
That's a very promiscuous past.
No, it's not
That's
promiscuous.
What type of amateur?
It's not promiscuous.
What do you mean by
How the
amateur?
hell is engaging in porn not promiscuous?
Well, how else am I supposed to perfect my craft?
He's got a good point.
I feels you, Steven. I feel you, bro.
I got no problem with what Chad's saying right now. He's got to perfect his craft, man.
So you engaged in soft no to perfect your craft.
It was amateur.
Amateur.
Hey, can I tell you why that happened?
Please feel free.
Small story. I was in high school at the time.
Oh Lord.
And I was losing my virginity. So we had engaged in horizontal activity.
Yes. Not vertical?
No, it was horizontal.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it was vertical.
Go ahead, keep going.
And she got to the point where we were in action, and she said in my ear, "Go deeper. Stay with me now." And what hurt me is I was already all the way in.
Oh. Excuse me 1 second. I'm gonna go backwards now. Jesus Christ.
She said go deeper, but the problem was I was already in. Well, did she like not? Did she like not see it already, or was it like totally like?
Yeah.
Did she not know?
Was it dark in the room? Did you have the lights off? Was there black lights going? Was it a strobe light? What were you not seeing?
Why is it so dark? Probably would have been a good idea to have like one light on.
You know the old song, "You must lick it before you stick it. You must make it soaking wet before you kick it. La 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 la."
Maybe he tried to hide the motherfucker before he stuck it, so she didn't see it. I mean,
maybe it was a highly passionate. It was just there, and it was like willa willa willa. Put it in. She didn't see it, and she thought she was getting all of it. Or no. She didn't think that, but she was.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he was trying to play.
Just a tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels.
So I had ran out of pee-pee. And that is what caused me to get into amateur so I could perfect my craft in the pelvic area so I would never have to hear that again.
You do understand the cameras are rolling.
Oh, yes, they're on.
You understand? I mean, do you really, really want people to know this? I mean, I can edit it out, bro.
No, don't edit it out. I told you I don't have a private life. I'm here to share my stories and my shortcomings.
That's
then,
the word
I've
for
had
it.
surgery since then.
Shortcoming.
So I'm good.
So what you're trying to say is that
coming.
That was a bar.
Yeah.
That was a bar.
I have my theory about this video, by the way, but I'm going to wait for the end.
Okay.
Who you are now
completely different.
is manufactured because it was surgically enhanced.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And and I'm comfortable saying that.
Apparently so.
I can tell you that this is something you would never be able to get on TV. That's why we on your show.
Surgical enhancement, we usually hear about females with that stuff.
Right.
Not men.
So why can't we? Why can't we? I want to feel better about myself. I want to be able to walk around the beach in my Speedo.
You know what, man?
Without being laughed at.
He's not wrong
I
there.
And
You
you're
don't- you don't-
saying that at
I'm
one
feeling
time you were
inspired
being
right
laughed at until you had surgery.
Do you
and
know
now
what
you're
that
no longer
feels like?
Where do you go for this? Homewood, Alabama?
I mean, I didn't.
I'm
I'm
ready
not
to
one who
march.
needed surgery.
Men's
Okay,
rights.
I mean, I
so
just
you
did
don't,
it.
you don't
I
understand.
mean,
You don't understand how it feels.
no,
Like,
I
listen,
don't. I don't.
I listen. I just some women they get enhancements to feel better about themselves, and I need to do the same thing. Do you know what that does to me mentally? That hurts.
It hurt.
That I'm talking about here.
Now you have to understand. Some would look at you, and they would say, "Hey, we saw you crying over the Bengals." So you talk about
I
what
still
hurts
cry.
you. Do you talk about what hurts you?
Yeah.
I mean, when something like this hurts you, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because every damn thing seems to hurt you. If you're
does.
crying over the Bengals,
Right. So I can't fix that. I can't go play for the Bengals right now, but I can fix myself.
How long was the surgery, man?
It took about 15 minutes.
Surgery was 15 minutes.
Yeah, only 8
15-minute
grand.
surgery.
Excuse me.
Only 8 grand. So I went from 3 to 11 inches like this.
Oh,
What?
3 to 11.
So you just gonna tell the world you were 3 inches? I didn't ask you that question. You know,
I know.
You didn't have to say
But
that.
I'm just trying to get better context on where I was
They
to
can't
where
go
I
that
am now.
big.
Don't add up.
How the hell could that happen in 15
I'm
minutes? It got
allowing
me
my
curious.
theory.
Exactly.
I'm
And I
allowing
don't
my
have that
theory
problem.
I
to
don't
wait.
understand.
But how did that happen in 15
Is this a
minutes?
Fugazi
I don't understand
story?
technology.
Oh,
I don't
Bill
know how that works.
catches
I just
on.
know from
Bill.
the time I went in,
Woo!
anesthesia, I was asleep. I
Bill
woke
said it
up,
before me.
looked, wow. That was it.
Did you tell your lady you had this enhanced surgery?
Yeah, I told her.
I mean, she's going to find out, right?
I love when
How
I
does
meet
she
with-
feel about it
Regardless.
being a manufactured thing as opposed to a
Oh, I mean,
naturally
any woman that
born
would have a
DNA
problem with having a
kind of thing?
manufactured
Well, listen, I
couldn't
don't say anything about other
ever
women
want
that change
implants.
their
You know what I mean?
DNA
You can't
that
get a
they're
boob
born
job.
with. They like to
Well, hey,
enhance
man.
themselves as well, you know. And
This
so
is bodily
she understood.
autonomy.
Do you
better
have
not
any
tell me
issue
what
with
to
a
do with
woman
my
who
body.
chooses to enhance?
I'm starting to think, that we
Okay.
might have a little bit of Fugazi story going on here.
So as he was talking before
3 to
he
11,
went-
I don't think they can do that, bro.
so there's just no way you could go 3 to 11. Your skin can't stretch like it's just not. It's
Exactly.
It's,
What are you taking
and
skin off your ass?
I really, I really, truly. So one or two things are happening here. He either, which I don't think he did, but he either
He might
got
be exaggerating, though.
right. He either got the enhancing surgery, but it wasn't from 3 to 11 inches because that's just not possible. Or
Yeah.
he's just making the whole thing up. And I feel like I am agreeing with the latter, right? So the latter being the one closer to me, right? Not the former.
No, that's right. Yes.
Okay.
Why would he make this up though? Like I don't even get the point. Like what?
I know why.
Is it
so
just
so
for
a
views?
lot of bingo. A lot of comedians like who's the comedian that has the Your Mama's House? What's his name? I just have a bad memory. Tom Segura and his wife.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So on their podcast, they bit all the time, and it's really what they do is they try to pretend like they're telling a real story, and it's really a joke.
But they're comedians.
I know, but
Like,
he's
Chad is a fucking
just
football player.
Chad likes to do a lot of things, man. He's a football player. He's a boxer. He's a
I agree.
podcaster. He's an entertainer.
He's not a boxer. He is not a boxer.
He
Don't say
won,
that.
though.
He performed in a boxing match.
Right, correct. So, correct. But to just glaze over it, plausible.
Don't say glaze in this
To
situation.
glaze over this like quickly.
No, don't say
He-
glaze in this situation.
He does. He does do a lot of things. So one of the things that he does do, and he tried to do it during his NFL career, and it worked. I remember Chad very well. He was an entertainer. That's what this is. That's what this is.
Okay.
Now,
It was entertaining.
it's super entertaining. Now, am I 100% sure? Like I'm 100% sure we went to the moon? No. But I
Yeah.
feel very confident that this is a bit. 100%.
I don't know. Either way, it was freaking
Because
hilarious
there's
to me,
points
though, and I got to say,
because there's points in time we talks about like strengthening his pelvic muscle, and it's like so. At first, he thought he had a 3-inch dick, so then he thought it was a good idea to go into to exercise his.
that doesn't make sense.
So I think he was just bitten
Yeah, so-
when he's talking about. Oh, I want to talk about my shortcomings.
be.
Guess what? He actually did a pretty good job. I think he did a good job.
Either way, though, I'm saying like $8,000 in 15 minutes. I'm gonna go check my bank account.